Hi, everybody. Welcome to a Quickie with Miss B. Today is Wednesday.
Burrito Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, Burrito
Why
Wednesday.
can you not get that right?
I don't remember Burrito Wednesday.
It's the day before Taco Thursday.
There's some out there that would argue that point.
And those people would be wrong.
All this week we're talking about Let's Play a Game. If you missed any of the previous episodes, please go back and check them out. And as always, thanks so much for joining us. And remember, don't do it alone. Share this with lots of your other friends out there so you can talk about this stuff later.
And why go through the hell of listening to this insanity by yourself, you know?
Exactly. Bring lots of company. So today I thought we'd talk about that wonderful game of golf, which I, to this day, did not understand. Who thought it was such a good idea to go, hey, let's take this little ball and we're going to whack it?
I believe it was the Scottish people who went, I've got an idea. Why don't we get a bunch of balls and a bunch of clubs, and we'll beat the smithereens out of the ball with the clubs, and then when we knock it way over there, we'll rent a car and chase it. And when we catch the ball finally, then we'll whack it again. And we'll do this all day, and eventually we'll declare someone a winner when we do the points backwards. And it's the only game where having a stroke is apparently good.
Yeah, exactly.
How many strokes is that? 3? It's not bad. It's par for the course. You're like, so having 3 strokes is good, huh? Yeah, it's a par.
And that's
4.
the other thing too. It's like, how do they determine what par is it? Par 3, par 4? It's like, what?
You find the best ding dong who plays the game, and you go, "Now play the game." They go, "Whoa, that was hard. Could you have done it in 3 strokes?" And they go, "Maybe. It's a par 3."
And that's.
And you're like, wow. And the crazy insanity of all the different types of grass. You're like, don't you just have one grass? I just have one grass.
You
can't.
can't.
There's the putting green. Well, yeah, but then there's the rough. Yeah,
yes.
You're in the rough. And then we're on the main green. You're like
the thoroughfare. Yeah.
You're like, well, can we just have like grass? Just like grass. Just grass. Mow all the grass. And have grass. Put the 4 or 5 times. This is a heavy one, and this is a mild fescue, and then you're like, oh my, this is this one here is a Kentucky bluegrass. And you're like, oh my God. Put down the grass seed, call it good, and go ahead and mow the puppy. Mm-hmm. Let's do this.
Yeah.
And I can't do. I mean, I just never understood that. You know,
I don't.
Get dressed up.
Yeah.
In a ridiculous outfit. Mm-hmm. Pull a Michael Jackson, which is one glove.
Yeah.
You do your one glove, and you're like, licking your finger to the wind. It's like 4 or 5 miles an hour coming out of the north. You're like, I'll take a 5 wood. You're like, what's a 5 wood? And the guy hands him, okay. Oh, look at it go! Wow! You're like, now you have to go get it, dummy. Now you have to go get it.
The thing that I don't understand when you said clubs, it's the first club that they use off the, what do you call it?
That's a wood, I believe it's called, a wood.
Yeah. But there's a name for it. They call it the Big Bertha. Have you ever seen the size of that club? Like the size of the club head is like 3 times the size of the golf ball.
Yeah, that's a wood.
Like you can't.
That's a wood. They hit it with that, and then they have like pitching wedges, and they have putters.
The putters,
and
then the irons.
And eventually you're just like, guys, come on.
No wonder why you want to take up drinking at the 19th hole.
Yeah. I won the 19th hole. Thought there was only 18 holes of golf. Shh, it's a joke. That's where you get drunk. And you're going, wow, this sucks. Okay? I have to get dressed up, put on this stupid glove, and this little hat. All right? Now, it's a hat that has no top. It's just it's a visor.
Yeah.
It's a little, like, pretend hat.
Yep.
It's almost a hat, but not quite a hat. So it's going to keep the sun out of your eyes. So a ball cap. Can't wear a ball cap. Doesn't look right. I'm wearing a shirt and a vest. You know, you're like, okay, I'm dressed up in golf attire. And you're like, but who denotes golf attire? What is it? How ridiculous can I look wearing spiky shoes? Or what denotes golf attire? And then you got to pay $500 for a pair of shoes. You know what I mean? What? Well, those are fuzzy Zellers. You know, you're like, what the heck is going on with you people? And you're wearing a glove, you know, and well, this glove is so-and-so. Well, does he know that they put their name on it? That's all, because it's a good quality. No, it's not. No, it isn't. Just the fact that it's a golf glove, now I got to pay $800. I can get a really nice leather glove, cut the fingertips off it, and call it good. I'll just sew my name on it. It's a John, you know, there we go. It's named after a toilet. It's a John. I just name my clubs. This is Teresa. This is Henrietta. You have a putter? You mean Margot? I'll just put names on everything. Name my balls even.
They do. They're like, is it Flip or Philip or I don't know, FLIPP?
Oh, I remember it was like Titleist and stuff like that. Because Ding Dong was a golfer, believe it or not. The past Ding Dong. Hole number 4. Or 5, sorry. Hole number 5 was a golfer. But, yeah, my word. They get all the clothes going, and then you get out there and you suck.
Yeah, but you look good sucking at the game.
But then you got to rent a car to go back. You hit the ball so far, it's all the way down there. You got to rent a car to go get it.
Those golf carts are fun.
You all do it, then you hop in the rented car and you go find the ball. Is this my ball? And you're like, I don't know. It's a white ball. I think everybody's playing with a white ball. Do you remember? And it's a Titleist. What's the most popular ball out here? Titleist. I don't understand. How do I know my white golf ball with divots from your white golf ball with divots? I would have to like spray paint my name on it or something like that.
Well, yeah, especially if it's like at the same location. How are you going to know?
Well, I know. Everybody else is doing the same thing I'm doing. And then you got to find your ball. Then you got to have everybody watch you while you lift it in the air and put a button there. So you can mark your ball. And then everybody else has to try to get on to the place where you putt or whatever. So they all just keep banging it and banging away and banging away. Eventually everyone gets on there, and now you got to putt. Oh, but it's slightly uphill and a little off to the left. You're like, oh my God. This is craziness. And you're watching them putt and all that. And then everyone's like, oh my God, it's amazing. You got the you knocked that ball 4 feet into a hole. What an impressive, that was an impressive moment. Like,
and y'all did it at a par 4.
you're like, so you guys are excited about all of that? 'Cause that was about as boring gets to me. And I love the announcers. They're on TV whispering.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. He's going to step up now. It looks like, yeah, he's got his 5-wood. Oh, look at there. There we go. Oh, just off to the left. It looks like he sliced just a little bit there. He's going to get up on that there. You're like, do you know you're in NBC's headquarters and he's in California, dummy? What are you whispering for? You sound like Christine.
And on that note, we need to take a break. If you missed the first half of the episode, please go back and check that out. So, yeah, I don't understand the whole golf thing, but I do have my own golf story. My brother-in-law was into golf.
You golf?
I went one time. My brother-in-law was very, very much into it, and he said, do you want to come golfing with me? And I said, I don't know how to golf. He said, well, I'll teach you. It's not that hard. And I'm like, okay. So, of course, we get there and we get our clubs and we get our balls. And he's like, okay, this is where we're going to tee off. And he's explaining the whole scenario as what I need to do. So I'm like, okay. No, this is on the very first one. So I step up there, and I don't know about you, but the way that they grip the club is very unusual. They're like, make sure that, your hand and your thumb are positioned just right, and this should be like this, and, don't tweak it too
Thought you
much to
said
one
this was
side or the
easy.
other.
I thought you said
Yes.
this was easy.
That's what I'm thinking at that point in time. I'm like, this isn't easy. This is uncomfortable. So then he's like, okay, practice, this a couple of times over here. Take a couple swings. You'll be okay. I said, all right. So I step up to tee off, as they say. And I went to do my backswing.
Did the club go away? Wait, did your club go bye-bye?
Yes.
Did your club hit anybody?
Almost. It literally landed in front of the guy's feet, and they were like the next group that was behind us to come up to tee.
Oh, wow.
So they were walking to the tee, to wait to take their
So
turn.
You
and
almost smoked somebody the first time you played golf. Wow.
Me being me, I'm like, excuse me, I believe that's mine. I walked over and picked up the glove. I put it back in the bag, and I said to my brother-in-law, you know what? Today I'm just here for the exercise. I will walk the course with you. I said, but I am not touching another club or looking at another ball ever again. Yeah,
So
can you imagine?
You finished with a one stroke. You won.
I did. I think it was like a half a stroke because it didn't. There was no follow through.
Holy freaking moly. That's insanity. You almost killed someone the first time you golfed.
Yeah.
But now,
Not
for me, I actually didn't golf. I had many offers to go golfing. I said no every time. I was always like, I don't see anything positive here at all. I just don't see anything good coming out of this. How in the world am I going to do this and be comfortable with it? No, thank you.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is awkward. I mean, you stand in an awkward position. You're twisting in an awkward position. You're holding the club in an awkward position. And somehow you think by whacking that ball, it's going to, do what you want it to do when you're the whole thing awkward.
It's like there are people who are cool, slicking up a pair of wooden skis and climbing to the top of a mountain and throwing themselves off and go, it's cool, I love it, I have a lot of fun. I am not one.
No, yeah, I don't think I could ski jump either. No, it was, yeah. And what was worse for me is that I wasn't like the rest of the people who had a right-handed swing. I had a left-handed swing.
Oh, you're a weirdo.
Yes.
That's definitely messed up.
So it was even more awkward for me. But I stood with them and I watched them play. And even after watching, we only did like 9 rounds or 9 holes. But even after that period, I was just like, I don't understand. What is the fascination? Like, there's nothing joyful that takes place in this whole process. There's not one person that really walks off the course happy. You always hear people complaining that they didn't make par, they didn't get the score that they wanted, they lost their ball, so they had to take, extra points or however they do it. So the score that they got wasn't the one that they wanted. I mean, there was not one person around us that was happy or said, yeah, I did really good today.
Things in there. It's like, why is there a mini pond there? That's a water hazard. Well, why is there a mini pond there? That's not fair. Who put a pond there?
Or those sand pits.
They go, it's a water hazard. That's a sand hazard. You're like,
yeah.
Well, wait a minute. If you stuck it there, why is it my fault that it's... hold on. So the ball was in the water and it's my fault. Well, that's called a water hazard. And you're like, yeah, well, who's the idiot that stuck the water there? You want to probably blame him because But then you can't get your... in Florida, it's even worse because usually in a water hazard, you find
you got
an
the
alligator.
gators. Mm-hmm.
You're like, well, isn't that special?
I'll
That's
just
my
be
ball
over
right
here.
there. Where? On top of the alligator's head. I guess I'm going
I dare you
in.
to go for it.
I guess I'm going in. As soon as that gator moves that ball, it's not my fault, so I'm not taking a stroke.
And then where do they come up with these ball washers? You saw them on the course throughout. It's like, why are you washing your ball?
Well, there's something you don't expect someone to say. Why are you washing your balls? I don't know. Shouldn't I? Could you imagine?
Well, it's
could
not
you
like
imagine me at a golf course? What in the world are you doing? Washing my balls.
Well, it's not like they're gonna get dirty. It's not like there's mud out there, or So
Well,
why do you need to wash
sweaty.
your ball?
You get sweaty.
Your ball
Hot
gets
outside.
sweaty.
It's hot outside. You get sweaty, so you gotta clean up.
I'm getting whacked around the course.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I never understood that.
No.
Mm-mm. I'm not. No. I better be done.